Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to bring you my overall review of using the 7Artisans autofocus 35mm f1.8 for the Nikon Z-Mount system. Now, as many of you know, I love introducing affordable lenses for photographers and cinematographers, and today I want to see how well does this lens handle. Now, before we get into the details and my opinions about the 7Artisans 35mm f1.8 lens, let's talk about why a 35mm lens is a perfect everyday lens for photographers. Now, after using this lens, I could honestly say if I was to recommend one lens for a photographer to enjoy for numerous styles of photography, basically like a casual everyday lens, it would be a 35mm. Let's be honest. So whether you have a f1.8, 1.4, or 1.2, you really can't go wrong. First of all, it gives you the most natural looking framing when you are taking photos. It's not too wide and it's not too narrow. You're really going to be able to be very diverse in the style of shots you can get, from portraits to landscapes. And we all know that a 35mm is synonymous with street photography too. And if it's good for street photography, it's also really good for just casually walking around when you're traveling. One of the best parts about a 35mm lens is that it doesn't scream photographer with a giant lens. So you're less likely to be a mark, a target for thieves, which is really important for me for when I travel or just want to take the camera out and enjoy myself. Now, throughout my testing of this lens, I paired it with the Nikon Z6 Mark III. With it only having a 62mm filter thread means I'm going to be able to pack this lens up in any camera bag that I own. Now, here's another fun fact. It has a full metal body casing, so guess what? It's really built really well for this price point, and that really was important to me because I am not a huge fan of completely plastic body lenses, but in this case, for an affordable prime 35mm, this is really nice. And it has a function button as well, so you could program that to do whatever you like. I didn't do that. I really was looking for the framing of a 35mm, quite honestly. So it does have also an autofocus and manual focus switch. That's no surprise. And it has a nice smooth aperture ring as well. Okay, now it's time for some results. Here I want to share with you some behind the scenes video and the results I got taken with this lens while I was walking the streets of San Francisco, as well as during a recent photo shoot I had with a model. Now, when it comes to image quality, one thing that I've noticed with a lot of primes as well is that when you shoot wide open at f1.8, you are going to get a little bit of vignetting in the corners. So if that's part of aesthetic that you do not like, then I would definitely stop down to 2.0 or maybe f2.8 to negate any chances of that vignetting. Me personally, it doesn't bother me a whole lot, especially when I take portraits, but I did notice that. Now, of course, when it comes to autofocus, it's nice and snappy, but you do have to be mindful, as I mentioned earlier, of the focusing distance. Now, when it comes to the bokeh or the blurry background, it looked really, really nice. Again, for a lens at this affordable price, you can easily separate your subject from a busy background with ease. And that f1.8, again, allows you more opportunity to take beautiful photos in challenging lighting conditions. Now, this shouldn't be a surprise, but I did enjoy the color and contrast of the photos coming from this lens when I used it with my Nikon Z6 Mark III. Overall, I was very surprised, to be honest, on how much fun I had using this lens, whether it be from when I was walking around or taking photos with the model. I never felt really restricted with this lens. Now, you have to understand it is a medium wide kind of a lens, or at least the framing of it, right? So therefore you have to act accordingly when you're with your model. I do have to get a little bit closer to frame it or to get some results that I'm used to than a 50 and an 85 for obvious reasons, right? It's wider than those lenses. But overall, it was super fun to use. I really liked the results. They were easy to work with. The autofocus worked really well with the Nikon Z6 Mark III, and at this price point, you really can't beat it. Of course, I'm going to leave a link down below for you to check out this lens for yourself. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down in the comment section. I'm Robert Silver, and until next time, keep shooting and stay creative.